When you look up at the night sky, what do you see? Tiny specks of light scattered across the dark? Or endless beacons, whispering secrets older than Earth itself? The stars have always been there, watching, waiting, glowing quietly while worlds rise and fall beneath them. They have guided us, comforted us, and reminded us that we are part of something vast. There is a reason they calm us, a reason they make us pause. Tonight, let their story be your lullaby. This is Infinite Sleep Science, and we will drift into the most relaxing facts about the stars, easing your thoughts into the same timeless glow that fills the heavens. When you see a star twinkling, you are not seeing it as it is now. You are seeing it as it was. Starlight travels at a finite speed, and the closest stars still take years to reach us. The light of Proxima Centauri, our nearest stellar neighbor, takes over 4 years to arrive. The glow of Sirius, the brightest star in our night sky, has been traveling for 8.5 years. Some stars are hundreds, thousands, or millions of light years away. That means when you gaze at them, you are looking into history. The night sky is not just a window, it is a time machine. Every point of light you see is a memory crossing the void, arriving gently at your eyes. There is something soothing about this. You are always connected to the past, always linked to something greater than now. The stars above us are more than decoration. They are living things in their own way. Great spheres of plasma, bound together by gravity, balanced by nuclear fusion in their cores. Inside, hydrogen fuses into helium, releasing light and warmth. This process is steady, constant, and patient. For billions of years, a star will burn quietly, never hurrying, never faltering. Our own sun is one such star. It has been shining for over 4.5 billion years and will continue for about 5 billion more. Imagine that every day of your life, every day of human history, every day of life on Earth has unfolded beneath the same constant glowing presence. That continuity is peace. You will always wake to the same sun, the same warmth, the same reassurance. But the stars are not all the same. Some are giants, blazing 1,000 times brighter than our sun. Others are dwarfs, small and faint, glowing softly in the dark. The most common type, the red dwarf, is small and steady, burning its fuel so slowly that it can last for trillions of years. No red dwarf has yet died in the universe, because the cosmos itself is still too young. That means billions of stars around us will still be shining long after our sun is gone, keeping their promise for longer than we can imagine. The stars remind us that time is not to be rushed, that endurance is as beautiful as brilliance. For ancient humans, the stars were guides. Long before maps or compasses, sailors followed the stars across oceans. Farmers read their cycles to know when to plant, when to harvest. Entire calendars were built on their rising and setting, and yet they also became stories. The constellations above you are not only clusters of stars, but myths passed down for thousands of years. Orion the hunter, Cassiopeia the queen, Ursa Major the great bear. They are pictures in the sky, drawn by generations who looked upward and felt the same wonder you feel now. When you trace a constellation, you are sharing in the dreams of countless people before you. It is a thread of connection across time, a reminder that the stars unite us all. And there is comfort in the fact that they never change too quickly. The stars you see tonight are the same ones your ancestors saw. They will be the same ones your descendants will see. The sky is a constant, a steady ceiling above the world. Though stars move across the galaxy, their motion is so slow that it takes thousands of years to notice. The constellations shift only gradually, almost imperceptibly, as if they know we need them steady. That stillness brings calm. It reminds us that some things can be trusted to remain, no matter what changes below. But stars are not silent. They have rhythms. Some stars pulse, expanding and contracting, glowing brighter and dimmer in cycles that repeat endlessly. These are variable stars, cosmic heartbeats in the night. The Cepheids, for example, pulse with a rhythm so precise that astronomers use them as cosmic yardsticks, measuring the distances between galaxies. Imagine that, entire galaxies mapped by the gentle breathing of a star. Even the universe itself has a pulse, written into the stars that flicker above us. When you lie back and look at them, you may feel small. And yet, in truth, you are not separate from them. The elements that make up your body, the carbon in your cells, the calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, were all created in stars. They lived, burned, and exploded billions of years ago, scattering their elements across space. From those ashes, new stars formed. From their remnants, planets formed. And from those planets, life. You are not under the stars. You are of the stars. To rest beneath them is to return to your origins, to remember that you are part of something eternal. And there is no need to rush. Stars live on scales of billions of years. Their patience is a lesson to us. The sun rises every day without fail. The stars shine every night, steady and constant. Even when clouds hide them, they remain above, waiting. Even when the sun sets, it does not vanish. It only continues its journey, circling back again. These rhythms are the most reliable things we know. The earth spins, the sun shines, the stars glow. And in this certainty, there is comfort. Think of how quiet their light truly is. A star radiates energy in all directions, across unimaginable distances. And yet, by the time it reaches you, it is only a gentle twinkle in the sky. Something so powerful, so vast, is softened by distance until it becomes nothing more than a calm glow. Imagine your worries as the same, large when close, but if given distance, they shrink into sparks, small and harmless against the wide sky. When you look at the stars tonight, you may notice one brighter than the rest, Sirius. Its name means glowing or scorching, but to us it is a friend, steady and near, only 8 light years away. Or you may see Betelgeuse, a red supergiant in Orion, hundreds of times larger than the sun, glowing faintly orange. Each star has its own story, its own rhythm, its own character. And yet together, they form the great tapestry of night. A collective lullaby, woven by millions of glowing spheres, each contributing its soft note to the music of the cosmos. As you rest, imagine yourself drifting upward, gently, slowly, toward the stars. Picture their light surrounding you, warm but not burning, guiding you as softly as candlelight. You are carried not by effort, but by stillness. You do not climb, you float. Each star becomes closer, its glow wrapping around you like a blanket. Their patience becomes your patience. Their stillness becomes your stillness. Their eternity becomes your peace. And as you drift there, surrounded by light, you realize something simple. The stars have always been watching. Long before you were here, they shone. Long after, they will remain. They are the guardians of memory, the keepers of time, the eternal fires that remind us of both our smallness and our connection to infinity. And all they ask is that we pause, look upward, and let their light remind us how to rest. This is only the beginning of their story. The stars have more secrets, more wonders, more calming truths to share. But for now, let the thought of their glow guide you deeper into stillness as we continue our journey into their hidden lives. Imagine the stars not as points of light, but as living beings with lifetimes of their own. Just as every tree once grew from a seed, every star is born from a cradle of gas and dust. These cradles are called nebulae, vast clouds stretching across light years of space. Within them, gravity works patiently, drawing particles together, pressing them closer, warming them slowly. For millions of years, invisible forces gather the material, until one day the core becomes so dense, so hot, that fusion begins. A star is born, and with it, Light awakens in the darkness. This light will travel across space for billions of years, shining steadily, never tiring. The first breath of a star is not violent, not hurried. It is quiet persistence. It is the calm unfolding of inevitability. The Orion Nebula, visible even to the naked eye, is one such nursery. If you have ever seen the faint blur beneath Orion's belt, you have looked at a place where stars are being born right now. Hundreds of young stars lie within it, glowing gently inside their cosmic cocoon. They are newborns, still wrapped in their clouds, still growing into their brightness. To look at the Orion Nebula is to see the future, to see light that will continue long after we are gone. That thought alone can bring stillness. The universe is always renewing itself. The stars remind us that there is always more ahead. Not all stars are the same. Some are giants, vast and luminous, burning with a ferocity that shortens their lives. Others are small, steady, and quiet. Red dwarfs, the most common stars in the universe, shine with a cool glow, conserving their energy so well that they outlast all others. Imagine a candle so efficient it could burn for trillions of years. That is a red dwarf. They are invisible to our naked eyes, too dim to notice, yet they make up the majority of stars in our galaxy. Quiet, unassuming, eternal. The universe hides its most enduring treasures in plain sight. Then there are the blue giants, massive and hot, blazing with power. Their brilliance is unmatched, but it comes at a cost. They live fast and die young, lasting only millions of years compared to the billions of our sun. They are like fireworks in the sky, beautiful, radiant, and brief. But even in their brevity, they contribute. When they end, they scatter elements that form new stars, new worlds, new possibilities. Even short lives can echo forever. Some stars are companions, orbiting one another in pairs or groups. They dance in perfect balance, locked by gravity, circling endlessly without ever colliding. Imagine two stars circling each other for millions of years, neither dominating the other, neither breaking free. Only orbit, only rhythm. Their harmony is a lesson, a reminder that balance is beauty. Some stars have dozens of companions, forming clusters that glow like jewels against the black sky. These clusters are families, born together in the same nebula, growing side by side, shining as one. When stars gather in great numbers, they form galaxies. Our Milky Way alone contains hundreds of billions of stars. Imagine that. Each point of light you see in the night sky is just one among hundreds of billions, and even that is only one galaxy among trillions. And yet, within this immensity, you are never lost. For thousands of years, humans have looked up and found patterns, constellations that give shape to the stars. These shapes guided travelers across deserts and seas, connected communities to the cycles of seasons, and told stories that gave meaning to the night. To the ancient Greeks, Orion was a hunter. To the Egyptians, the same stars linked to Osiris, the god of rebirth. To Polynesian navigators, they were maps across the ocean. The same lights, but countless interpretations, countless comforts. And yet, the stars remain unchanged by our stories. They glow regardless of our names for them, steady and indifferent. This constancy can soothe you. No matter how turbulent human history has been, the stars did not waver. When empires rose, they were there. When empires fell, they remained. They are patient witnesses, steady observers of eternity. To rest beneath them is to place yourself within that larger frame, where all troubles shrink into scale, where time flows gently, endlessly. Some stars are more unusual. Variable stars, for example, change in brightness, swelling and fading in cycles that repeat like clockwork. These stars pulse like cosmic heartbeats. The Cepheids are the most famous, their regular pulses serving as markers that allow astronomers to measure distances across the universe. Imagine a star so patient, so precise, that it becomes a ruler for the cosmos. And yet, To the naked eye, it is only a twinkle, a flicker in the night. Such humility and greatness is calming. Even the most powerful can remain gentle. And then there are stars that live in bursts of drama. Some flare suddenly, releasing powerful jets of energy, then quieting again. Yet even these storms are only temporary, the star returning to calm once more. Like the tides of an ocean, the tempests of stars pass, replaced again by stillness. Nothing in the universe remains restless forever. Everything returns to quiet. The stars not only light the sky, but also shape the worlds around them. Every planet, every moon, every possibility of life begins in the presence of a star. The warmth of a star creates habitable zones, regions where liquid water can exist. Without stars, there is no life, no motion, no balance. They are the silent caretakers of existence, nurturing worlds without knowing, giving without expectation. The light you see above you is not just decoration. It is the very reason we exist. And yet, though they are so vital, they never demand attention. They shine whether or not you look. They glow whether or not you notice. The stars do not need to be seen to fulfill their purpose. This is a lesson too. Not every act of giving needs recognition. The stars shine for themselves, and in doing so, they sustain everything else. There is freedom in such simplicity. Even the way stars die is not an ending, but a transformation. Some swell into red giants, shedding their outer layers into space, leaving behind a white dwarf that glows faintly for billions of years. Others collapse in spectacular explosions, scattering elements that seed new generations of stars. Even in their final moments, they are generous, creating more than they destroy. To think of death not as an end, but as a renewal, as stars show us, is deeply calming. The cycle is eternal. Nothing is truly lost. When you gaze at the Milky Way, stretching like a band of silver dust across the sky, you are seeing billions of stars at once, each with its own story, its own rhythm, its own quiet contribution. And beyond the Milky Way, there are galaxies so distant, their light has traveled for billions of years just to reach us. Some of that light began its journey before Earth existed. To see it now is to witness something older than history, older than life itself. The stars remind us that we are brief but meaningful, temporary but connected to eternity. And yet, despite their enormity, the experience of starlight is intimate. When you step outside on a clear night, the glow of those ancient fires touches only you, softly, personally, as if meant for your eyes alone. Billions may see the same stars, but the stillness they bring is always unique, always private. They are both universal and personal, eternal and fleeting, infinite and yours. The stars live so long that we cannot comprehend them. A single second to us is like a blink, but to a star, a million years is just another breath. To rest beneath their glow is to enter their time, to let your worries stretch into a scale where they dissolve. If a star can wait billions of years, glowing quietly, then you can allow yourself a night of calm. You can allow yourself to rest. So let the stars guide you, not only across the seas or through the seasons, but into stillness. Let them remind you that nothing is hurried, that everything unfolds as it must. The same light that guided ancient farmers, that comforted travelers in deserts, that inspired myths across cultures, now falls softly into your eyes. It connects you to them, to all who ever lived beneath the same sky. That connection is peace. That continuity is comfort. And as you breathe slowly, as your body sinks deeper into rest, imagine yourself floating through the stars, not rushed, not lost, but carried by their gentle glow. Each star you pass whispers of patience, endurance, renewal. Each constellation you drift by reminds you that even chaos can form patterns, that even the vastness can be made familiar. The stars are your companions now, as they always have been, and they will guide you into deeper calm. Every star has a story, and like all stories, there comes a time when it changes. Stars do not truly die, they transform. For billions of years, they burn steadily, turning hydrogen into helium, releasing light and warmth. But eventually, their fuel grows thin. When that happens, the star swells, its outer layers expanding into space. Our own sun, one day, will become a red giant, stretching wide enough to engulf Mercury, Venus, and perhaps even Earth. But this is not an ending to fear. It is only the natural rhythm of a star's life, a gentle exhale after a long, patient breath. As the outer layers drift away, they form clouds of glowing gas called planetary nebulae, colorful, delicate shells that expand into the universe. Within, the heart of the star remains, compressed into a white dwarf, no larger than Earth, yet heavier than the Sun. It glows softly for billions of years, fading ever so slowly, like an ember cooling in the night. Eventually, it will become a black dwarf, dark and silent, yet still present, still existing. Even in quiet, it endures. There is peace in this fate. To fade gently, to rest after a long journey, to give back to the universe. This is not destruction, but transformation. Larger stars end differently. Their brilliance is intense, but their lives are short. When their fuel runs out, they collapse inward, and in that collapse comes a release of unimaginable energy, a supernova. For a brief time, a single star can outshine an entire galaxy, its light traveling across space, reaching eyes that may never know its name. And in that explosion, elements are born. Gold, silver, oxygen, carbon, iron, the building blocks of planets, of oceans, of life. Everything you are, everything you hold, was created in such a moment. The calcium in your teeth, the iron in your blood, the oxygen you breathe, all were forged in the heart of a star and scattered across the cosmos in a final gift. To know this is to know you are not apart from the stars. You are their legacy. You are their continuation. Even more massive stars collapse further, shrinking into neutron stars or black holes. Neutron stars are astonishing, so dense that a single teaspoon of their matter would weigh billions of tons. Yet they are quiet, hidden, pulsing softly with radiation like lighthouses in the void. Black holes, though feared, are not violent in their silence. They are the ultimate resting places of stars, regions where gravity becomes infinite, where time itself slows. And yet, even these extremes are part of the cycle. From their edges, energy still escapes. From their presence, galaxies are shaped. Even the most final endings are still beginnings. The universe does not waste. Nothing is ever truly lost. Every atom, every particle, every flicker of light continues on, rearranged, transformed, reborn. Just as stars are born, live, and change, so too do we. When you rest tonight, you are not drifting into emptiness. You are returning to the same timeless rhythm that stars have followed for billions of years. There is comfort in knowing that the stars are always there. Some of the light you see tonight began its journey before Earth existed. Some stars you see may already be gone, their light only now reaching us across the gulf of time. They shine even in absence, their glow carrying their memory forward. The stars remind us that presence does not end with departure. What we leave behind continues. What we give endures. And so, when you look up, you are never looking at the present alone. You are looking at layers of time, a tapestry of moments stretched across eternity. The stars are both past and present, memory and reality. They remind you that your story, too, is woven into something larger, something endless. You do not vanish. You continue, just as they do. The stars are patient teachers. They show us that endurance is quiet, that brilliance can also be soft, that endings are not to be feared. They remind us that beauty lies not in haste, but in constancy, that true strength is calm, that we are part of something infinite, and that infinity itself is gentle. As you breathe deeply now, imagine lying beneath a night sky so clear that every star glimmers above you. Imagine their light falling softly over you, wrapping you in silver threads of calm. You feel lighter, as if gravity no longer holds you down. Slowly, gently, you begin to rise. The ground drifts away. The trees, the fields, the cities grow smaller, then vanish, replaced by the endless velvet of space. You are floating among the stars now. Around you, clusters of stars shimmer like jewels scattered across black silk. Some are blue and young, burning brightly. Others are older, glowing red, calm and steady. Nebulae drift like painted clouds, glowing with colors too deep for words. You drift closer, unhurried, weightless, safe. You pass a star nursery, where new lights are being born. You pass a white dwarf, glowing faintly, quietly holding on to its last warmth. You pass entire galaxies, spiraling like seashells in the dark. Each sight brings peace. Each glow brings stillness. And through it all, the stars whisper the same truth. You belong here. You are not separate from them. You are made of them. You are their continuation. As you drift, you realize you are not just among the stars. You are one of them. Your body, your breath, your thoughts are all threads of the same cosmic fabric. You glow too, softly, endlessly. You are part of the cosmic lullaby, part of the infinite song. The stars do not ask you to stay awake. They ask you to rest, to join their rhythm, to let your mind drift into the same timeless peace they have known for billions of years. They remind you that sleep is not absence, but renewal. That in stillness, there is strength. That closing your eyes is not losing the world, but finding yourself within it. So let the light of the stars guide you now. Let their patience become your patience. Let their stillness become your stillness. Let their eternity become your calm. Breathe slowly, gently, as if inhaling starlight itself. With every breath, you drift deeper. With every breath, you glow more quietly. The stars are above you, around you, within you. They have always been. They always will be. And as your thoughts fade into silence, as your body sinks into rest, remember this. The stars are still shining. They will always shine. And tonight, they shine for you. As you drift further into this cosmic sea, let your mind follow the stars as they stretch across eternity. Each one is not only a point of light, but also a place. Imagine for a moment, leaving Earth behind and approaching one of those distant suns. Many stars are not alone. They live in pairs, orbiting one another in a delicate balance. Some move so close that their light merges, a glowing harmony. Others drift farther apart, pulling and circling like partners in an eternal dance, never colliding, always turning. If you picture them, you can see two suns rising in the sky of some faraway planet. One golden, the other red, their warmth blending into a gentle, endless day. And there are planets billions upon billions of them. The Milky Way alone may hold more than 100 billion worlds. Some circle stars like ours. Others drift freely in the darkness, with no sun at all, wandering silently through the black. These rogue planets float like travelers, homeless yet unafraid, wrapped in their own atmospheres, warmed by the slow decay of their cores. They do not need light to exist. They are nomads in the night, reminders that even in darkness, life and persistence continue. Think of the exoplanets discovered so far. Some have oceans so vast they make Earth's seas look like puddles. Imagine standing there, waves stretching beyond the horizon, no land in sight, only endless water beneath alien skies. A calm sound of waves you know from Earth might exist there too, reshaped by alien winds, whispering in a tongue only the universe speaks. Other planets are frozen, with surfaces glittering like glass, reflecting starlight in endless shimmering fields. Some are shrouded in clouds, their skies painted purple, red, or green. To picture them is to dream of places so quiet, so removed from the noise of our world, that they soothe simply by existing. And the truth is, there are more planets than stars. That means more homes, more cradles of possibility, scattered gently across the universe. You are never alone. You are part of a cosmos that is abundant, overflowing with worlds and light. Even the dark is full of hidden places, waiting silently, patiently. Think of the comets, frozen travelers that loop around stars in long, graceful arcs. They take hundreds, thousands, even millions of years to complete one journey. Their tails, glowing softly, are made not of fire, but of ice turning to vapor in sunlight, trailing like a veil behind them. Each comet is a memory from the birth of its solar system, carrying ancient secrets, moving quietly through space. Imagine them as slow-motion fireflies, weaving luminous trails across the black canvas of infinity. Their patience is their beauty. They do not rush. They wander, waiting until the moment they pass near a star, then fading back into silence. The universe has no hurry. Every orbit, every cycle, repeats without fail. There is comfort in this. The tides of the earth, caused by the moon's pull, rise and fall endlessly, like the planet's own breath. This rhythm has never stopped, not in billions of years, not through storms or ice ages. Even as you sleep, the oceans inhale and exhale, guided by a silent hand in the sky. Beyond Earth, moons are everywhere. Jupiter alone has nearly 100, Saturn too. Some of them are icy, smooth, and silent, hiding oceans beneath their frozen shells. Others are volcanic, with fire and ice mingling in a quiet, surreal landscape. Europa, Enceladus. These names belong to moons where water hides, where warmth might linger, where life may one day be found. Picture the stillness of a moon's surface, far from noise, far from human voices, lit only by starlight and the distant gleam of its parent planet. To imagine standing there is to imagine ultimate calm. Your footsteps would be the only sound, your breath the only rhythm, and above you, always, the vastness of the universe stretching without end. The silence of these worlds is not empty, it is full of peace. Think too of Saturn's rings, bands of ice and dust spread wide, delicate, like lace around the planet's golden sphere. They are not solid, but countless particles, each moving in perfect harmony, each orbiting at just the right speed to never collide, never scatter. Imagine the view from above the rings, watching them curve away, glittering softly in reflected sunlight, like frozen music suspended in space. Their stability is hypnotic. They have circled Saturn for millions of years and will continue for millions more, each piece following its invisible path. The more you drift into this thought, the lighter you feel, as though you too are orbiting, weightless, infinite. And there are nebulae, giant clouds of gas and dust, glowing in colors too rich to describe fully. They are the nurseries of stars, places where new suns ignite from quiet clouds. The Orion Nebula, visible even to the naked eye, is a cradle of creation. If you could float inside it, you would see rivers of light, vast curtains of gas, shimmering in pink, blue, and violet. It is serene, though it is also alive with potential. Stars are born here, gently, like sparks from a quiet flame. To imagine being surrounded by such a cloud is to imagine drifting in a cosmic dream. Nebulae are the universe's lullabies, soft, endless, and colorful beyond imagination. Even black holes, often thought of as violent, have their own kind of calm. They are not chaos, but silence embodied. They do not rage, they do not roar. They wait unseen, pulling softly, invisibly. If you approached one, you would not notice the moment you crossed its boundary. The pull would be gentle, gradual, almost imperceptible. They are mysteries, yes, but also symbols of patience and inevitability. They remind us that time itself can be stretched, slowed, even quieted. Near a black hole, seconds become hours, hours become years. Time itself takes a deep breath and drifts. And even these enigmatic giants are not eternal. They evaporate slowly over countless trillions of years, fading not with violence, but with the quietest sigh, releasing their energy back into the cosmos. The entire universe is made of such stories, not explosions alone, but patience, rhythms, cycles, balances that continue without end. The galaxies themselves turn like great pinwheels, arms curling gently, holding billions of stars in their embrace. Some galaxies collide, but even these collisions are not sudden. They unfold over billions of years, more like two clouds merging than anything violent. If you could watch, it would seem like a slow-motion ballet, graceful and delicate, stars weaving together, dust creating new worlds, new suns. The Milky Way and Andromeda are destined to meet in this way. 4 billion years from now, they will drift together, merging, their stars passing one another harmlessly, their shapes becoming one. For anyone alive then, the night sky will be filled not with distant pinpoints, but with vast, luminous rivers of light. And yet it will not be frightening. It will be beautiful. The universe is full of such beauty, and it offers itself freely, quietly, waiting only for us to notice. To learn these facts is not to be overwhelmed, but to be calmed, because they remind us of the scale of time, the certainty of cycles, the harmony of orbits. When you let this knowledge sink into you, your own thoughts feel smaller, lighter, easier to let go of. The stress of today is a flicker, a heartbeat, against the background of billions of years. And just as the stars keep shining, just as the planets keep orbiting, so too will tomorrow come, steady and certain. You can rest, knowing the universe itself is resting with you.
The Milky Way, our home in the cosmos, a vast island of stars, dust, and mystery. Tonight, we are going to wander through 100 facts about this galaxy, told in a way that feels like drifting through space itself. You can let your mind relax, your body settle, and allow curiosity to guide you as we embark on this cosmic journey. But first, imagine this. Every star you see in the night sky belongs to the Milky Way. Fact 1. Our galaxy alone holds between 100 and 400 billion stars. Fact 2. The Milky Way is not the whole universe, not even close, but to us, it is everything. Fact 3. Our galaxy is shaped like a barred spiral, a kind of cosmic pinwheel with sweeping arms. Fact 4. The bar in the center is made of stars too, stretching across thousands of light years. Fact 5. From Earth, we see the Milky Way as a hazy band of light because we are inside it, looking across its disk. Fact 6. The diameter of the Milky Way is roughly 100,000 light years. Imagine light, the fastest thing in the universe, taking 100,000 years to cross it. Fact 7. Our galaxy is not still, it rotates, and it carries us with it. Fact 8. Our solar system orbits the center once every 225 to 250 million years. A journey sometimes called a cosmic year. Fact 9. This means dinosaurs were alive the last time Earth was on the opposite side of the Milky Way. Fact 10. The center of our galaxy is mysterious, housing a supermassive black hole called Sagittarius A star. Fact 11. This black hole has a mass equivalent to 4 million suns. Fact 12. Yet it is relatively quiet compared to the ravenous black holes at the centers of other galaxies. Fact 13. Around the black hole swirl stars at unimaginable speeds, pulled by gravity's grip. Fact 14. Our sun is about 26,000 light years away from the galactic center. Fact 15. We live in one of the galaxy's spiral arms, known as the Orion Arm or Orion Spur. Fact 16. This spur is a minor arm, nestled between two larger ones, Perseus and Sagittarius. Fact 17. The Orion Arm is only about 3,500 light years across. Fact 18. Yet within it lies the familiar sky we know, Orion, the Pleiades, and so much more. Fact 19. Astronomers believe the Milky Way formed over 13 billion years ago, not long after the Big Bang. Fact 20. The oldest known star in the Milky Way, HD 140,283, nicknamed the Methuselah star, is estimated to be nearly 14 billion years old, older than the galaxy itself. Fact 21. The Milky Way is still growing, slowly devouring smaller galaxies. Fact 22. The Sagittarius dwarf galaxy is being torn apart by the Milky Way's gravity. Fact 23. Streams of stars across our sky are the remains of galaxies already consumed. Fact 24. Our galaxy belongs to a neighborhood called the local group, a collection of over 50 galaxies. Fact 25. The largest in this group is Andromeda, our nearest spiral neighbor. Fact 26. Andromeda is on a collision course with the Milky Way. Fact 27. In about 4 billion years, the two galaxies will merge. Fact 28. When that happens, the night sky will glow with billions of stars from Andromeda as it draws near. Fact 29. Astronomers call the future galaxy Milkomeda, or sometimes Milkromeda. Fact 30. Our galaxy is moving through space at about 600 kilometers per second. Fact 31. Yet we don't feel it, because everything around us moves together. Fact 32. The Milky Way has a halo, a vast sphere of dark matter, and ancient stars surrounding the disk. Fact 33. This halo is invisible to our eyes, but vital to the galaxy's structure. Fact 34. Without dark matter, the Milky Way would fly apart from its own spin. Fact 35. Stars in the halo can be among the oldest objects in the universe. Fact 36. Globular clusters, dense balls of stars, orbit in the halo. Fact 37. The Milky Way contains about 150 to 180 of these clusters. Fact 38. Each cluster can hold hundreds of thousands of stars packed tightly together. Fact 39. Some clusters, like Omega Centauri, are so large they may be the remnants of dwarf galaxies. Fact 40. Our sun is just one of billions of stars and remarkable in cosmic terms. Fact 41. Yet its presence gives Earth life and light. Fact 42. Around many stars in the Milky Way, planets orbit, worlds waiting to be discovered. Fact 43. Astronomers estimate there may be billions of Earth-like planets in our galaxy. Fact 44. The Kepler Space Telescope revealed thousands of exoplanets in just a tiny patch of sky. Fact 45. If you looked up at night, almost every star you see likely has planets of its own. Fact 46. This raises a question: how many worlds out there may host life? Fact 47. The famous Drake equation tries to estimate civilizations in the galaxy. Fact 48. Yet we have not heard a whisper, a mystery called the Fermi paradox. Fact 49. Some believe advanced civilizations might be watching quietly. Fact 50. Others think we are alone in this vast sea of stars. The truth remains hidden in the Milky Way's silence. Fact 51. The Milky Way is not symmetrical, its disk is warped, bent like a ripple. Fact 52. Astronomers believe gravitational interactions with nearby galaxies may cause this warp. Fact 53. Even though the galaxy looks serene, it is shaped by violence. Fact 54. Star formation occurs in the spiral arms, where clouds of gas collapse into newborn stars. Fact 55. These regions shine as nebulae, glowing clouds lit by stellar light. Fact 56. One of the closest star-forming regions to Earth is the Orion Nebula. Fact 57. It lies just over 1,300 light-years away, visible to the naked eye. Fact 58. Inside it, hundreds of young stars are being born. Fact 59. The Milky Way recycles itself. Stars die, explode, and enrich gas clouds with heavy elements. Fact 60. Those elements form new stars, planets, and life. Fact 61. Every atom of calcium in your bones was forged in a dying star. Fact 62. We are literally made of the Milky Way's history. Fact 63. Supernovae play a key role, scattering elements across space. Fact 64. Such explosions can outshine the entire galaxy for days. Fact 65. The last supernova visible from Earth was in 1604. Fact 66. The Milky Way likely has one or two supernovae every century. Fact 67. Yet many are hidden behind dust invisible to our eyes. Fact 68. Our galaxy contains vast amounts of interstellar dust, tiny grains blocking starlight. Fact 69. This is why telescopes using infrared or radio waves can peer through the clouds. Fact 70. Pulsars, the remains of massive stars, sweet beams of radiation like lighthouses. Fact 71. Hundreds have been detected across the Milky Way. Fact 72. Magnetars, a rare type of neutron star, have magnetic fields trillions of times stronger than Earth's. Fact 73. Some bursts from magnetars are so powerful they can be detected across the galaxy. Fact 74. Black holes of stellar mass also populate the Milky Way. Fact 75. Some are quiet, invisible, revealed only when they pull matter from a companion star. Fact 76. The Milky Way may hold millions of black holes. Fact 77. Yet most remain undiscovered. Fact 78. Our galaxy also contains streams of gamma rays, remnants of ancient cosmic events. Fact 79. In 2010, astronomers discovered enormous structures above and below the galactic plane, giant bubbles of energy. Fact 80. Called the Fermi bubbles. They extend 25,000 light-years out. Fact 81. They may be remnants of an eruption from the central black hole. Fact 82. Or they may be shockwaves from bursts of star formation. Fact 83. The truth is still debated. Fact 84. The Milky Way is more dynamic than it appears. Fact 85. Even our solar system is not stationary. It bobs up and down through the galactic plane. Fact 86. This oscillation takes tens of millions of years. Fact 87. Some scientists once suggested this motion might influence Earth's mass extinctions. Fact 88. Though the evidence remains uncertain, it reminds us of our place in a larger cycle. Fact 89. The galaxy's stars are not evenly spread. They cluster in arms, associations, and moving groups. Fact 90. The Pleiades is one such group, an open cluster. Fact 91. Open clusters are loose gatherings of stars, often dispersing with time. Fact 92. The Hyades cluster is another, shaping the face of Taurus. Fact 93. All these stars share a common origin in a cloud of gas. Fact 94. Eventually, they drift apart, lost to the galaxy. Fact 95. The Milky Way's beauty is fragile, temporary, always changing. Fact 96. Even constellations are not eternal. Fact 97. Over thousands of years, the stars shift, reshaping familiar patterns. Fact 98. The sky our descendants see will look different from ours. Fact 99. Yet the galaxy itself will endure for billions of years. Fact 100. As you drift into sleep, remember this: the Milky Way is our cosmic home, a vast ancient ocean of stars, and you are part of its story. And now, let the facts become whispers in the background of your mind, each one a stepping stone across the stars. We have wandered through billions of suns, collided with galaxies, born and died with stars. We have seen that the Milky Way is not a static picture, but a living, breathing entity. It has swallowed galaxies, birthed clusters, and will one day merge with Andromeda. It carries us across the universe in an endless journey. As you rest now, imagine yourself floating within the spiral arms, cradled in the glow of countless stars. Imagine the halo, stretching far into darkness. Imagine the black hole at the center, quiet and patient. Imagine the future, when our galaxy joins with another, forming a new, greater home for future beings to marvel at. The Milky Way is vast, But within its immensity lies comfort, the knowledge that we belong not as outsiders, but as children of the stars. And as you drift deeper into sleep, let the last thought linger. You are stardust, woven into the fabric of this galaxy, forever connected to its luminous story.
Welcome to Infinite Sleep Science, a place where the quiet wonders of our world become a gentle pathway into rest, where soft words and peaceful images weave together to calm the mind and carry you slowly into sleep. Tonight, we will explore the most relaxing facts about Earth, the planet we call home, spoken in a soothing way to help you drift into a tranquil dream. There is no rush, only a calm river of words flowing at their own pace, carrying you deeper and deeper into peace. Close your eyes, if you wish, and imagine yourself gently floating in a safe and quiet space. As I speak softly of the beautiful details of Earth, each fact, each image becoming like a lullaby. Our journey begins with the simple truth that Earth itself is a living sanctuary, a planet filled with balance, harmony, and endless beauty. Did you know that Earth is about 4.5 billion years old? Imagine that age not as a number, but as a deep, steady heartbeat that has been echoing through time. Long before we arrived, long before the rise of forests and oceans as we know them, Earth has quietly turned in space, spinning gently, circling the sun, carrying life with it, nurturing every tree, every cloud, every drop of water. Just the thought of it is calming, because it reminds us that we are part of something ancient, stable, and ever-present. As Earth turns, it creates the rhythm of day and night, a rhythm we all live by, a rhythm that mirrors the beating of a heart. Sunrise, sunset, dawn, and dusk. These gentle shifts are like the planet breathing in and out. Think about how the sun slowly rises each morning, painting the sky with soft colors, pinks and oranges melting into light blue, like a watercolor slowly spreading across paper. And then, at night, the sun slips below the horizon, leaving behind shades of violet and deep indigo until the stars quietly awaken. This cycle, repeated endlessly, is like a lullaby Earth sings to itself. Another soothing thought is the way Earth holds us with gravity. It's an invisible embrace, one we don't even feel consciously most of the time. Gravity pulls us gently down, anchoring us, keeping us safe on the surface. Without it, we would drift away. But with it, we rest in place, grounded. The fact that every step you take, every time you lie down, you are held by Earth itself, is comforting. It is like lying on a great, gentle hand that never lets you go. The surface of Earth is mostly water, about 70%, a vast blue ocean wrapping around continents like a soft blanket. When astronauts look at Earth from space, they call it the blue planet, because from far away, it glows with the calming color of oceans. Imagine floating high above, gazing at Earth as a sphere of blue and white, the swirling clouds moving slowly like brushstrokes across its surface. That sight alone has brought astronauts to tears, because it makes them feel both tiny and deeply connected, as if Earth itself is alive, breathing. Think of the oceans themselves, wide and deep, always in motion, but always calming when you listen. Waves roll softly against the shore, a sound like a heartbeat mixed with a lullaby. The deepest parts of the ocean are mysterious, quiet places where sunlight never reaches. But even there, life continues in peaceful stillness, and near the surface, the water glimmers in the sunlight, sparkling like countless tiny stars dancing during the day. To know that most of our planet is covered in this shimmering, soothing water is a fact that invites deep relaxation. And then there are the forests, Earth's green lungs. Trees cover about 1/3 of the land, and together they create vast canopies that sway gently in the breeze. Forests breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out the oxygen we inhale. A perfect balance, a quiet partnership. Imagine standing in a forest, hearing only the soft rustle of leaves as the wind moves through, like whispers of ancient stories being told. Sunlight filters through branches in golden beams, and the air feels cool and clean. These living forests, always giving, always breathing, remind us that Earth is caring, steady, and kind. Another calming fact is about the air itself. Every breath we take is filled with molecules that have been part of Earth for millions of years. The air you breathe tonight may have once passed through the leaves of a rainforest tree, drifted across oceans, or even risen from ancient mountains. Each inhale is part of an endless cycle, the atmosphere wrapping around the planet like a soft cocoon. That cocoon keeps us warm, keeps us safe, shields us from the cold emptiness of space. Imagine Earth wrapped in this invisible blanket, holding all of us close. At night, Earth reveals another beauty, the stars above. Because of Earth's rotation, the night sky slowly shifts, constellations move gracefully, as if they are part of a grand, slow dance. The Milky Way itself arcs across the sky, a river of stars glowing faintly in the distance. To lie back and gaze at the stars is to feel both very small and very safe, knowing that Earth is the home that carries you beneath that vastness. Did you know that every year, billions of tiny meteors fall into Earth's atmosphere, burning away harmlessly, and appearing as soft streaks of light, shooting stars, fleeting and magical? Remind us that Earth is constantly watching over us, protecting us, as countless fragments are gently turned into harmless light. Even the dangers of space become beauty here on Earth. And then there are the mountains, rising calmly into the sky. They seem eternal, though they too are slowly shifting over time. Mountains are like Earth's silent guardians, watching as seasons change, as rivers flow, as clouds drift by, covered in snow at their peaks or clothed in green forests on their slopes. Mountains embody stillness. To imagine a mountain, unmoving, steady, enduring through countless centuries, is to feel anchored. Mountains remind us to be still, to rest, to simply be. Glaciers and ice caps, too, bring serenity. Imagine the vast whiteness of Antarctica, a continent of ice stretching endlessly, reflecting sunlight so brightly it glows. Or picture the Arctic, where polar night brings long, quiet darkness, under skies painted with the shimmering aurora borealis. These polar lights, shifting in curtains of green and purple across the heavens, are Earth's way of painting the night with peace. No two auroras are ever the same, yet all share the same ethereal calm, like nature's lullaby in colors. And there are deserts, wide, open spaces, where silence stretches endlessly. Though they may seem empty, deserts are full of life, life that has learned to move slowly, patiently, in balance with the heat and sand. At night, deserts reveal skies filled with more stars than almost anywhere else, brilliant and endless. A reminder of how Earth can be both vast and comforting. Rivers, too, are part of Earth's calming beauty. They begin in mountains, trickling as small streams, then grow into flowing paths of water, winding gently across valleys and plains. The sound of a river is one of the most soothing sounds on Earth, a constant flow that seems to carry away worry. Every river eventually returns to the sea, completing a cycle as old as the planet itself. To know that water always finds its way back home is a calming truth. As you rest here, listening, feel how all these details of Earth connect. The oceans, the forests, the mountains, the deserts, the rivers, the air, the stars. They are not separate, but woven together into one whole. One planet, one home. And you are part of it. Just as rivers flow, and winds move, and stars shine, You too exist in harmony with this earth, so let your breath flow softly in and out, as naturally as the tides. Imagine yourself lying on a quiet meadow under the endless sky, the grass beneath you soft, the air warm, the world peaceful. Everything around you is calm. Everything around you is safe. This is Earth. This is home. And as we continue, we will explore even more gentle wonders of this planet, moving deeper into the middle of our journey, where the relaxing facts of Earth will become like stepping stones, guiding you further into rest. As you continue to relax, we move gently into the middle of our journey together, floating deeper into the quiet wonders of Earth. Each fact is not just knowledge, but a soft thread, weaving into a tapestry of calm, wrapping you in comfort. Think for a moment about the way Earth tilts on its axis. A simple tilt of about 23.5 degrees, yet it creates the seasons. The turning of spring to summer, summer to autumn, autumn to winter, and winter back to spring. This slow cycle is like a breath that lasts a year. Spring breathes in with blossoms and new life. Summer holds its breath in warmth and fullness. Autumn exhales with falling leaves, and winter rests in silence. This tilt, so small, creates the rhythm of life itself. The gentle tilt also ensures that no day and no night is exactly the same everywhere. Somewhere on Earth, the sun is rising now, casting golden light across fields and oceans. Somewhere else, night is falling, stars beginning to sparkle above. At this very moment, billions of people and countless animals are living under different skies, yet all on the same planet, united by the same turning Earth. That thought can be so soothing, knowing we are all cradled together in the same embrace. Did you know that the longest day of the year and the shortest are called solstices? During the summer solstice, in some places the sun barely sets at all, the sky glowing softly even at midnight. In the winter solstice, the night lingers longer, a time of quiet and rest. These shifts have been observed for thousands of years by people who felt comfort in the predictability of Earth's cycles. The fact that the planet keeps this rhythm endlessly is reassuring, like a lullaby that never stops. Another calming truth is the way Earth's oceans breathe with the moon. The tides rise and fall because of the moon's pull, a gentle dance between Earth and its companion. Twice each day, the water lifts higher on the shore, then drifts back again. Imagine standing on a quiet beach, listening to the waves come closer, then farther away, repeating endlessly. A sound that has lulled humans to sleep since ancient times. The moon and Earth, forever linked, moving in harmony. The moon itself, orbiting Earth every 27 days, is another calming presence, always there, changing in shape, from crescent to full and back again. Its light is soft, never harsh, painting the night with silver glow. For thousands of years, travelers, poets, and dreamers have looked at the moon and felt peace. Even now, when you see it in the sky, it is the same moon your ancestors once gazed at. That continuity, stretching across generations, is deeply comforting. And then there is the sky itself. On a clear day, it appears blue because of the way sunlight scatters through the air. The molecules of the atmosphere scatter shorter wavelengths of light, like blue, more than the longer wavelengths, like red. The result is a calm, endless blue canopy above us. Imagine lying in a field, looking up at the sky, feeling the vastness and openness of that color. Just the thought of a clear blue sky, stretching endlessly, is enough to bring stillness to the heart. Clouds add to this peace, formed from countless droplets of water floating gently in the air. They drift slowly, changing shape with the wind. Some are thin and wispy, like soft brushstrokes across the sky. Others are thick and fluffy, like pillows of cotton. Watching clouds drift overhead is one of the simplest and most relaxing experiences, reminding us that everything moves, but moves gently in its own time. When rain falls, it is another gift of calm. Raindrops form high in the clouds, then fall softly to earth. The sound of rain on leaves, on rooftops, or against the window is one of the most soothing sounds known to us. It is steady, rhythmic, natural. Rain nourishes the earth, replenishes rivers, fills lakes, and refreshes the soil. It is part of the endless water cycle, a gentle reminder of balance. Every drop that falls tonight will one day rise again, as vapor, as mist, as cloud, and fall once more. Snow, too, brings peace. Each snowflake is unique, delicate, and perfectly symmetrical. They form in clouds when water vapor freezes, creating tiny crystals that join together as they fall. Imagine snow drifting down in silence, covering the world in a soft, white blanket. The air becomes quiet, sounds muffled, as if Earth itself is resting. To walk in fresh snow, hearing only the soft crunch beneath your feet, is to feel the hush of the planet. Another calming fact about Earth is that it spins steadily, completing one rotation every 24 hours. We do not feel the movement, yet it carries us around at hundreds of miles per hour. This hidden motion is constant, stable, dependable. Each sunrise, each sunset, is proof that Earth continues its gentle spin. To think that we are being carried through space with such quiet steadiness is a deeply peaceful thought. And Earth does not only spin, it also orbits the Sun, taking about 365 days to complete the journey. This orbit brings us the seasons, the changing length of days and nights, the rhythm of life on a grand scale. Imagine Earth moving silently through the darkness of space, guided by gravity, never lost, always following its path. It is like a ship sailing on an invisible current, steady and calm. The sun itself, our star, is another source of tranquility. Its warmth and light make all life possible. Yet from Earth, we experience it gently as soft rays of morning light, or the fading glow of evening. Sunrise and sunset are moments of peace, times when the sky glows with colors too beautiful to describe fully, but always calming to witness. These daily transitions remind us that light and dark, wakefulness and rest, are part of the same balance. At night, Earth cools, and life slows down. Many animals rest, plants fold their leaves, and the world grows quieter. Darkness is not empty, but full of calm. The stars shine above, the moon glows softly, and silence deepens. Night is Earth's way of whispering to us, to rest, to restore, to dream. Did you know that plants themselves have rhythms? Just like we do, they respond to day and night. Some flowers close their petals at sunset, then open again in the morning light. Trees move their leaves slightly as the hours pass, reaching toward the sun, then relaxing at night. Even plants, in their quiet way, are part of Earth's slow, calming rhythm. Another peaceful thought comes from the diversity of life on Earth. From the tiniest insects to the largest whales, all life is interconnected. Whales, for example, sing songs that travel for hundreds of miles beneath the ocean. Their voices are deep, slow, and hauntingly beautiful. Imagine being in the depths of the ocean, surrounded by the gentle song of a whale. A sound so vast, it feels like the ocean itself is singing. These songs are reminders that life on Earth is not only survival, but expression, beauty, and harmony. Birds, too, bring peace with their songs. At dawn, many birds greet the rising sun with soft calls and melodies. This chorus is called the dawn song, a natural symphony that marks the beginning of a new day. Even if you cannot hear it right now, just imagining the soft sound of birds greeting the light can bring a sense of peace. Forests are alive with countless quiet sounds. The rustling of leaves, the flow of streams, the call of distant animals. Yet together, these sounds never overwhelm. They blend into a background of calm, a reminder that life continues gently all around us. If you listen closely, you might even hear your own breath joining that symphony in and out, a part of Earth's endless music. Did you know that sand on beaches is often made from tiny pieces of ancient rock and coral, broken down over millions of years? Every grain of sand has a story, carried by rivers, shaped by wind and waves, polished until smooth. To hold sand in your hand, to let it slip slowly between your fingers, is to touch time itself. It is soft, endless, a reminder of Earth's patience. And what about crystals and gemstones deep within Earth, formed under pressure, in darkness, over unimaginable spans of time? They emerge with patterns and colors that seem almost magical. Quartz, amethyst, emerald, sapphire, all born in the hidden quiet of Earth's crust. Their beauty is not loud or urgent, but steady, silent, and calming. Volcanoes, too, though powerful, are part of Earth's balance. They create new land, enrich the soil, and remind us of the planet's living heart. Even volcanoes, in their quiet moments, are simply mountains resting, enduring, waiting. To imagine them not in eruption, but in stillness, is to feel the deep strength of Earth itself. The continents drift slowly too, moving just a few centimeters each year. We may not notice, but over millions of years, entire landscapes shift. This movement is called plate tectonics, a slow dance of Earth's crust. Knowing this motion is constant, but too slow for us to feel, is calming. It reminds us that Earth changes, but it changes gently, in rhythms longer than our lifetimes. And did you know that deep within Earth, its core is hot, glowing with energy left from its birth? Yet above this fiery center is a crust where life thrives peacefully. The contrast itself is calming, a reminder that even within great energy, there can be stillness on the surface. Earth holds both power and peace, and both are part of the same whole. As you listen, feel yourself drifting with these thoughts. Like a leaf floating on a calm stream, Earth is vast, but it is gentle. It carries us through space, holds us with gravity, surrounds us with air, water, and beauty. Every fact, every image, is an invitation to relax deeper. And as we drift further, we will enter the final act of our journey, where the most serene truths of Earth will guide you into the softest, deepest rest. Now we arrive at the final part of our journey through the most relaxing facts about Earth, the place where every image and every truth becomes softer, slower, like a lullaby fading into silence. You are already floating in calmness, and these last reflections are here only to carry you further into the embrace of sleep. One of the most soothing things about Earth is how cycles repeat. The water cycle, the carbon cycle, the seasons, the turning of day and night. Nothing is wasted, nothing is lost. Everything returns in gentle rhythm. Imagine a raindrop falling into a stream, drifting to the river, flowing to the sea, rising again as mist, becoming a cloud, then falling once more. Each raindrop is eternal, yet always changing form. And so are we, part of this endless balance. Think of the soil beneath your feet. It is not just dirt, but a living foundation. Within every handful of soil are billions of tiny organisms, working silently, breaking down leaves, enriching the ground, creating the nourishment plants need. This unseen world hums quietly with life, holding the roots of trees, feeding flowers, and growing the food we eat. The fact that the ground itself is alive, supporting us in ways we cannot even see, is deeply comforting. The grass that grows from this soil also carries peace. Each blade rises toward the sun, bends with the wind, and rests at night with dew. Imagine lying on soft grass, the earth beneath you, a sky above, and a gentle breeze brushing your skin. The air smells fresh, and the world is still. Grasslands cover vast areas of earth, stretching endlessly, like green oceans of calm. Rivers continue to flow, even as we rest. Lakes mirror the sky, still and reflective, holding clouds in their surface. Some lakes are so clear that you can see the stones and sand beneath, as if you are looking into another world. Others are so wide that you cannot see the other side, and they feel like seas. Each lake is a quiet place, holding water, holding silence, holding peace. Did you know that Earth's largest living structure is the Great Barrier Reef? A reef so vast it can be seen from space. It is made of countless tiny coral polyps, each one small and fragile, yet together they create something immense and breathtaking. The reef is alive with colors, fish, and movement, yet it is also slow and calm, growing silently, piece by piece, year after year. To imagine an entire living structure, larger than many countries, made of small creatures working together in harmony, is a reminder of Earth's patience. The Earth is full of places like this, hidden sanctuaries of balance. Quiet valleys where fog rests gently in the morning. Meadows where wildflowers bloom in spring. Wetlands where birds glide silently across still water. Deserts where the sand glows golden under the sun, and then silver under the moon. Each landscape has its own song, its own rhythm, and all are gentle when seen with quiet eyes. Even caves hold serenity. Beneath the surface, caves form slowly over thousands of years, carved by dripping water. Inside, stalactites hang like frozen raindrops, while stalagmites rise from the ground like ancient candles. The air is cool, the darkness complete, and the silence profound. To imagine being in such a place is to feel the stillness of Earth itself, unchanging, eternal, waiting. Another calming truth: Earth is not alone. It is part of a solar system, a family of planets circling the sun. And among them, Earth is special. It has the right balance of warmth, water, and air to sustain life. This uniqueness makes it precious, like a jewel in the darkness of space. Astronauts often say that looking at Earth from orbit is one of the most beautiful sights imaginable. A glowing sphere of blue, green, and white, fragile and luminous. Knowing that this is our home brings a deep sense of belonging. And belonging brings rest. To feel that you are not separate, but part of something whole, something steady, something vast. You are not apart from Earth, you are Earth. Your body is made of water from its rivers, minerals from its rocks, air from its sky, and warmth from its sun. When you breathe Earth. When you sleep, you rest upon Earth. When you dream beneath its stars. You are not only on this planet, you are of it. Think also of how time flows here. Days, months, years, all created by Earth's steady motions. Yet beyond calendars and clocks, there is a softer kind of time, the time of growth, the time of seasons, the time of life. Seeds take time to become trees. Rivers take time to carve valleys. Mountains take time to rise. And sleep, too, is part of this flow. A time for rest, for renewal, for peace. Another soothing fact: much of Earth's water is ancient. The glass of water you drink may contain molecules that have existed since the dawn of the planet. Some water has passed through the bodies of countless beings before reaching you. In this way, we are connected not only to the present, but to all of Earth's past through something as simple as a sip of water. That continuity is calming, because it means nothing is truly gone, only changed. And consider the gentle animals that share this home. Turtles, for example, have lived on Earth for more than 200 million years, moving slowly, patiently, always carrying their home on their back. Their pace is calm, steady, timeless. Or elephants, moving gracefully across grasslands, their great size matched by their gentle nature, their families close, their bonds strong. Or butterflies, fragile and light, floating on the air, as if carried by dreams. Every creature, in its own way, embodies Earth's balance. The night sky continues to be one of the most calming gifts. Earth's atmosphere scatters light, but in the quiet of night, the stars reveal themselves. There are more stars than we can ever count, each one a sun, each one part of a galaxy. The Milky Way itself, stretching like a river of light across the sky, is made of billions of stars. To lie beneath, it is to feel both small and infinite at once. And Earth holds us gently beneath this cosmic sea. Sometimes, when conditions are just right, the atmosphere creates halos around the sun or moon, rings of light made from ice crystals in the air. These are delicate, brief, and beautiful, like glowing crowns in the sky. They remind us that Earth is full of subtle wonders, waiting quietly to be seen. Another soft truth: Earth hums. Scientists have discovered that the planet produces a very low, constant vibration, too quiet for us to hear. It is sometimes called Earth's hum. Though we cannot perceive it directly, it is always there, a deep background note in the music of life. Knowing that Earth itself has a song is like knowing we are cradled by sound, even in silence. As you listen now, you might feel your own body settling into this harmony, your breath steady, your heartbeat calm, your thoughts slowing. You are part of Earth's rhythm, resting in its embrace, safe and supported. Remember also that Earth renews itself constantly. Forests grow again after fire. Rivers carve new paths after floods. Life returns after storms. This resilience is part of the planet's gentle strength. Just as Earth renews, so do we. Each night of sleep is renewal. Each dream is part of that healing. Rest is not separate from life. It is life itself, in its quietest form. And as we come toward the close of this journey, let us think of dawn once more. Somewhere, right now, the sun is rising. The sky is glowing with soft colors. Light touching the horizon, life awakening gently. And somewhere else, night is deepening, stars brightening, the world settling into stillness. Both moments exist at once, both part of Earth's endless cycle. And you, wherever you are part of that cycle too. So let yourself rest. Feel the gravity holding you like an invisible hand. Feel the air around you like a gentle blanket. Imagine the oceans, the forests, the mountains, the deserts, the rivers, all cradling you. Imagine the stars above, watching over you. All of Earth is singing you to sleep, and so we end. Not with a sudden stop, but with a soft fading like the last light of day. Infinite sleep science has guided you through the most relaxing facts about Earth. Let these truths stay with you, not as thoughts, but as dreams. Close your eyes fully now. Drift with the tide of your breath. Feel the calm of the planet beneath you. You are safe. You are home. You are resting. Sleep well. And good night.
The Milky Way, our home in the cosmos, a vast island of stars, dust, and mystery. Tonight, we are going to wander through 100 facts about this galaxy, told in a way that feels like drifting through space itself. You can let your mind relax, your body settle, and allow curiosity to guide you as we embark on this cosmic journey. But first, imagine this. Every star you see in the night sky belongs to the Milky Way. Fact 1. Our galaxy alone holds between 100 and 400 billion stars. Fact 2. The Milky Way is not the whole universe, not even close, but to us, it is everything. Fact 3. Our galaxy is shaped like a barred spiral, a kind of cosmic pinwheel with sweeping arms. Fact 4. The bar in the center is made of stars too, stretching across thousands of light years. Fact 5. From Earth, we see the Milky Way as a hazy band of light because we are inside it, looking across its disk. Fact 6. The diameter of the Milky Way is roughly 100,000 light years. Imagine light, the fastest thing in the universe, taking 100,000 years to cross it. Fact 7. Our galaxy is not still, it rotates, and it carries us with it. Fact 8. Our solar system orbits the center once every 225 to 250 million years. A journey sometimes called a cosmic year. Fact 9. This means dinosaurs were alive the last time Earth was on the opposite side of the Milky Way. Fact 10. The center of our galaxy is mysterious, housing a supermassive black hole called Sagittarius, a star. Fact 11. This black hole has a mass equivalent to 4 million suns. Fact 12. Yet it is relatively quiet compared to the ravenous black holes at the centers of other galaxies. Fact 13. Around the black hole swirl stars at unimaginable speeds, pulled by gravity's grip. Fact 14. Our sun is about 26,000 light-years away from the galactic center. Fact 15. We live in one of the galaxy's spiral arms, known as the Orion Arm or Orion Spur. Fact 16. This spur is a minor arm, nestled between two larger ones, Perseus and Sagittarius. Fact 17. The Orion Arm is only about 3,500 light-years across. Fact 18. Yet within it lies the familiar sky we know, Orion, the Pleiades, and so much more. Fact 19. Astronomers believe the Milky Way formed over 13 billion years ago, not long after the Big Bang. Fact 20. The oldest known star in the Milky Way, HD 140,283, nicknamed the Methuselah star, is estimated to be nearly 14 billion years old, older than the galaxy itself. Fact 21. The Milky Way is still growing, slowly devouring smaller galaxies. Fact 22. The Sagittarius dwarf galaxy is being torn apart by the Milky Way's gravity. Fact 23. Streams of stars across our sky are the remains of galaxies already consumed. Fact 24. Our galaxy belongs to a neighborhood called the Local Group, a collection of over 50 galaxies. Fact 25. The largest in this group is Andromeda, our nearest spiral neighbor. Fact 26. Andromeda is on a collision course with the Milky Way. Fact 27. In about 4 billion years, the two galaxies will merge. Fact 28. When that happens, the night sky will glow with billions of stars from Andromeda as it draws near. Fact 29. Astronomers call the future galaxy Milkomeda, or sometimes Milkromeda. Fact 30. Our galaxy is moving through space at about 600 kilometers per second. Fact 31. Yet we don't feel it, because everything around us moves together. Fact 32. The Milky Way has a halo, a vast sphere of dark matter, and ancient stars surrounding the disk. Fact 33. This halo is invisible to our eyes but vital to the galaxy's structure. Fact 34. Without dark matter, the Milky Way would fly apart from its own spin. Fact 35. Stars in the halo can be among the oldest objects in the universe. Fact 36. Globular clusters, dense balls of stars, orbit in the halo. Fact 37. The Milky Way contains about 150 to 180 of these clusters. Fact 38. Each cluster can hold hundreds of thousands of stars packed tightly together. Fact 39. Some clusters, like Omega Centauri, are so large they may be the remnants of dwarf galaxies. Fact 40. Our sun is just one of billions of stars, and remarkable in cosmic terms. Fact 41. Yet its presence gives Earth life and light. Fact 42. Around many stars in the Milky Way, planets orbit, worlds waiting to be discovered. Fact 43. Astronomers estimate there may be billions of Earth-like planets in our galaxy. Fact 44. The Kepler Space Telescope revealed thousands of exoplanets in just a tiny patch of sky. Fact 45. If you looked up at night, almost every star you see likely has planets of its own. Fact 46. This raises a question: how many worlds out there may host life? Fact 47. The famous Drake equation tries to estimate civilizations in the galaxy. Fact 48. Yet we have not heard a whisper, a mystery called the Fermi paradox. Fact 49. Some believe advanced civilizations might be watching quietly. Fact 50. Others think we are alone in this vast sea of stars. The truth remains hidden in the Milky Way's silence. Fact 51. The Milky Way is not symmetrical, its disk is warped.